Hey y'all, what's up? What's up, y'all? Eric Johnson back in the building again for another live stream. I wanted to let this simmer like some gumbo on the stove because I'm just tired of this dude that y'all see in the picture on the video on the live stream right now. I'm so sick or tired of dudes like this, not only telling black Americans what to do, but not doing what he's supposed to do when it comes to him actually doing something that people in the black American community was giving him money and resources for. Now, if you don't know who this slightly overweight individual is in the picture, for all my crazy people out there in the world living their best life, this individual's name is, well, his slave name is Jermaine Shoemaker, but you probably know him off of the mainstream media or on the YouTube streets as Dr. Umar Johnson, aka the Prince of Pancakes, the Prince of Pan-Africanism, and the Prince of Bullshit and falsifying righteousness. I'm just gonna say it right there. Hey, Alex, Heron Jr., glad to see you in the building. This is probably not a live stream video for you, but still glad to see you in the building, brother. We're going to be talking about Mr. Cubano himself, Dr. Umar Johnson, Dr. Cubar Vasquez. I just want to say shout out to my brother LB for doing a video on this unstable creature a couple of minutes ago. Go check out his video on his channel. And if you haven't subscribed to him already, go subscribe to the sports and political channel of LB. I will put the link to the video he did on Dr. Cubar Vasquez, aka the Prince of Pancakes, the King of Unconsciousness, and it's just so many things I can say about this unstable creature. But I will put the link to my brother LB's video in the live stream chat right now. Let me just go to the video on my channel. And if you haven't looked at my latest live stream videos, check me out this Saturday for the UGA versus Florida State Orange Bowl massacre. You already know how that game's gonna start, and you already know how that game's gonna end. Glad to see you back in here, Q Smooth. Glad to see you back in here. We're gonna be giving Dr. Umar Johnson a couple of fives across the backhand side, if you catch my drift, allegedly. And I'm not putting threats out there on these YouTube streets. I'm just giving my thoughts and perspective of Mr. Cubano, Dr. Cubar Vasquez, the King Kong of unconsciousness. Him out here talking shit about certain places and certain situations that he don't need to be putting his nose into. You see, this is what happens when you put your nose into shit. You start smelling stuff that you don't need to go up your nostrils. It just makes stuff unstable and just make your digestive system like go, out of muck, just like drinking expired milk. Your stomach just start going all over the place and stuff. So Dr. Cubar Vasquez, aka King Kong Consciousness, he said in a lot of situations with his opening of the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey School Academy, which has not been opened over the past almost 10 years. It's been 10 years since this man hasn't opened the school. Allegedly, he had $5 million donated to him, and I will be getting more extra information off the Wikipedia site. We're going to be talking about different topics going on with, this unstable creature. His credit score is just like his weight is underbalanced and just unsightly, probably in the 300s, maybe even lower than that. I think his weight structure is bigger than his credit score. So, I ain't going to give him a lot of credit on that. So let me go to his Wikipedia. I got a couple of links to a couple of topics and a couple of stories about him talking shit about the late great Kobe Bryant's wife, about Vanessa Bryant not donating to HBCU colleges. Him talking shit about rappers, which he cannot even spit a hot 16 at, let alone even give any thoughts or any perspectives or any facts on the true meaning of hip hop history, let alone other people giving their thoughts and giving their stories of being hip hop artists, let alone anything of any meaning for him. But I'm going to go to this dude's story, and I will be saying his slave name. His real name that his parents gave to him, Jermaine Shoemaker. His real name is not Dr. Umar Johnson. His real name is Jermaine Shoemaker. and it's been 10 years since he haven't opened the Marcus Garvey Frederick Douglass School for Boys. So he's so animated when going after other people in the Black American community, but when it comes to other people within white supremacy or in other areas that are doing harm to the Black American community, he's so much of a Pan-Africanist that he always shit on, Black American people. And, his lineage is definitely in question, because for him to be a Cuban, a Caribbean, and him just talking shit about, Black Americans, about what, we're not doing and what we need to do. I just want to know, when the school going to be open, Dr. Umar Johnson? It's been almost 10 years. See, I'm coming at a time and a point and a place where it's almost the end of 2023, and you would think people's kids are teenagers right now. People's parents have passed away. People's grandparents, hell, you might even have grandparents that got grandkids right about now. By the time, Dr. Umar Johnson been out here talking all this crap, talking about all the topics that don't have to do nothing with him in his school. I just want to know, when's the school going to be open? Dr. Cubar Vasquez, aka Jermaine Shoemaker. Now let me go to his Wikipedia, and we just gonna keep it rolling like a Undertaker, motorcycle going to the ring. I'm not gonna even say his made up name. Excuse me. I'm gonna call him by his slave name. In the words of Ali, aka Will Smith, your mama named you Clay. I'm gonna call you K. I'm gonna call you Clay. Jermaine Shoemaker, born August 21st, 1974. He is a social media personality and a Pan-Africanist. He is a controversial figure. He condemns homosexuality and interracial marriage. This potato-built individual known as Dr. Cubar Vasquez has been a very controversial and a very naughty person when it comes to him in certain topics that he has been out here babbling over the past couple of years. Now, he's like Kanye West. People love him when he says something right, but then when he say something out of line and stupid, people just pile in on him. Now, I already know that Dr. Cubar Vasquez is a $2 preacher, aka a off-brand New Orleans snake oil salesman coming from the Bayou. Now, this dude was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. His alma mater, the college that he went to was Millersville University of Pennsylvania, which predominantly is a all-white school at a high percentage. Yeah. So he's talking all this HBCU shit about people's pockets that he's been watching over the past couple of years, let alone seconds. He's talking about all this shit that people need to do with their money, donating to HBCUs, but I haven't seen you do what you had to do yet over the past almost 10 years, Dr. Cubar Vasquez, aka off-brand Cuban sandwich, coming from a Kroger's deli market. You haven't did what you supposed to did, sir. You haven't lived up to your obligations of opening the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey School for underage boys, allegedly. But let's move past that. You can say what you want about brother Tariq Nasheed. He's very, controversial in certain situations when it comes to these tethers. Always pocket watching him, and these unstable people that got biscuit crumbs over their face in society, let alone Black American society. But he has lived up to his meanings. He had lived up to the things that he said he was going to do. He opened up the museum in Los Angeles, for Black American people to know their history truly. Jermaine Shoemaker, aka Dr. Cubar Vasquez, and that's my boy right there. Shout out to my boy LB. I put your link to the video in the chat, brother. So salute. Y'all go shout out my salute to my boy LB. Go subscribe to his channel, the sports and political channel of LB. My brother LB said Jermaine also went to a medical school out of Pennsylvania. That ain't an HBCU. I was just talking about that. Excuse me. I was just talking about that, brother LB. Yep. The school that he went to was formed in 1855 as the first normal school in Pennsylvania. Millersville is accredited by the Middle States Association of Colleges and Secondary Schools and the Pennsylvania Department of Education. Now, matter of fact, let me look up the percentage of white students that go to this university. Let me look that up because it's definitely over 50% of white people going to that school. So for him to be so green, black, and red, how you so green, black, and red? You going to a predominantly all white school, most likely. You should have took your black ass to a HBCU if you so in tune with the brothers, Mr. Cubano Vasquez. Y'all just give me a couple of seconds. Let me look this up. According to collegefactual.com, 75.32% of students at Millersville University of Pennsylvania are white. So this motherfucker is going to a school that is predominantly over 75% white. Only 8.07% of black / African American students, which is a made up term by that snitch Jesse Jackson. Shout out to that rat face bastard. Only 8% of black students go to Millersville University. 2.72% are Asian, 1.1% are two or more races, and 10% are Hispanic. So you got the Hispanics outpopulating the black population on the campus in Millersville University, but he went his ass to a school that is predominantly over 75% white. So how you gonna be the King Kong of consciousness, Mr. Pan-Africanism, Mr. Blackity Black, y'all, and you going to a school that is predominantly over 75% white? So I don't get it. Now we got past this. Let's get into the current status of Dr. Umar Johnson's, aka the Prince of Beef Jerky and Hummus. Let's get into when's the Frederick Douglass School of. I ain't gonna keep saying that shit, man, because that's a disgrace to Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey. So I ain't gonna keep saying this shit. The FDMG Academy, located at 611 East 17th Street in Wilmington, Delaware, 19802, is a proposed new school commissioned and certified school is commissioned by certified school psychiatrist Dr. Cuba Vasquez. According to Dr. Cubano, aka Big Lip, Little Lip, the school is to serve as a training institute to craft a new generation of black people with commitment and community. Now he keep talking about commitment and community, but he ain't put the commitment of actually opening the school so the black community can actually do something. You done seen more black people with less money and less donations do more than Dr. Cuba Vasquez have done over the past 10 years, let alone maybe throughout his whole career as a Pan-Africanist. So if you're talking about you're going to open the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey School of Biscuit Eaters and haven't opened it yet, you need to give the money back. Now, I'm going to get this information rolling like the Soul Train line. According to Dr. Cuba Vasquez, the school lunch has moved from February 2023. So we way past February 2023. Now he's saying that he's going to open the school September 3rd, 2024. That's been 10 fucking years, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, a decade that this nigga hasn't opened this goddamn school, bro. How is that possible? How is it that I graduated high school in 2012, got a job at Goodwill, quit that job, was going in and out of jobs at UPS doing seasonal work as a driver helper, didn't have no job for a couple of months, got on at my job, and I've been on my job for 6 years, and you mean to tell me that this nigga still hasn't opened this goddamn school? I done gave y'all different steps of my graduation, of me leaving school in 2012, getting my first job at Goodwill, quitting that job, going to UPS, doing seasonal work during the holiday season, not having a job, then getting hired at my job and been on my job for almost 6 years. And this nigga still haven't came through and lived up to the obligations and the tasks that he's supposed to put within the Black American community. So if you're going to talk about you're going to do something for Black American people, you need to be about it. You, sir, King Kong Countriness, is a goddamn fraud. You is a goddamn coward, and you don't live up to Frederick Douglass or the late great Marcus Garvey. You don't live up to those standards. You don't live up to the class of being a so-called true Pan-Africanist and practicing Pan-Africanism. But let's just be clear, man. The continent of Africa don't practice Pan-Africanism. They so divided and separated from each other just by tribalism that if you go over there talking that Pan-Africanism shit, they'll liably slap you in your face and throw Drolo paste on your ass, and most likely whoop. Because I don't want to get real explicit in these videos. I'm just going to give it to you short, simple, and sweet. Now, he's saying that the school will be opening on September 3rd, 2024. Now, I want y'all to mark y'all calendars for September 3rd, 2024. I bet y'all all my money in my goddamn bank account right now, cross my heart and hope to hit the lottery one day, that this motherfucker will not have this school open September 3rd, 2024. That's like saying Dr. Dre is going to drop the Detox album. I have more hope that Rihanna would drop R9, the R9 album, quicker than Dr. Cubar Vasquez would drop his damn location, let alone live up to the standards of opening the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey School of Boys. That's what I got. Now, he's saying that the school will have a mandatory week-long orientation, which sorry about that. He said it will have a week-long orientation, which will prime students for the righteousness classes, that the rigorous classes that are to come. You ain't heard nothing about no teachers. You ain't heard nothing about anybody being employed by this nigga, let alone him having the staff to teach these students. Day 1, August 21st, 2024, Nat Turner Day. The students will be taken to Nat Turner Land, where they will get a detained education on who Nat Turner was. Day 2, August 22nd, 2024, field trip to the National Great Blacks in Wax Museum in Baltimore, Maryland. Day 3, August 23rd, 2024, field trip to the Frederick Douglass National Historic Site in Washington, D.C. Day 1, August 24th, 2024. It's supposed to be day 4, but you know, niggas like Dr. Umar can't count, let alone feel their toes after eating a 10-piece of KFC chicken. So, you know, he might can't count all the way to 1, let alone to 5. So I'm gonna give that nigga a little slight after that. I'm gonna give him, yeah, y'all catch my drift. Field trip to the grave site of both Frederick Douglass and Harriet Tubman. He said that he was related to the late great Frederick Douglass, and you had this man's family come out and say that Dr. Cubar Vasquez is not a long lost relative, or he's not a descendant of the late great Frederick Douglass. Next thing you know, he gonna be thinking he a late great descendant of Marcus Garvey, even though he's Cuban, he's Caribbean, but you ain't related to none of those people, man. So stop lying, brother. Now he got all this stuff going on in the student orientation, which began August 21st, 2024. I want y'all to mark September 3rd, 2024 on y'all calendars. And I want y'all to mark on y'all calendars August 21st, 2024. All this stuff supposed to be happening over a 4-day span. On the 21st is Nat Turner Day. They saying they're going to be taken to a magical place. I don't know if it's on his so-called school. It's called Nat Turner Land. The second day, the 22nd of August, they're going to be taking an imaginary field trip on the magical school bus to the National Great Blacks in Wax Museum in Baltimore, Maryland. So I want to know how he going to get the money to do all this, you know, when the school is going to be open. Will they have a separate budget, let alone him still trying to take money from hardworking, poor Black American people, let alone other people, to open this imaginary school? Day 3, they're supposed to be going to the Frederick Douglass National Historic Site in Washington, D.C. And on day 4, which he put day one because this nigga can't count, let alone feel his toenails. When he clip them, they're supposed to be going to the gravesite of the late great Frederick Douglass and Harriet Tubman. The tuition schedule, tuition agreements at the so-called Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey School for broke boys. The academy will vary based on what year of attendance your child is in. For the first year of school, payment terms are as such. First year payment terms. Tuition is bi-yearly and payable per semester. The fall semester, he's saying that he want the payments paid in the summer. And the spring semester, he's saying he want the payments paid in the winter. And it's just a whole lot of babble. It's saying that the doctor is serious about payment. If you're so serious about these people giving you money so the schools could be open, and you trying to get these people to be serious about you taking their money for the terms and for like the payments per the grad years and stuff, he's saying that Dr. Umar Johnson makes it clear that parents that have a hard time investing money into their children's education are not welcome at the school. Now, you hear what this broke boy just said. Dr. Kubar Vasquez, who got the same body structure as a Snorlax from Pokemon, he's saying that he don't want people, black parents, he's saying that parents that have a hard time investing money into their children's education are not welcome to the school, since you don't want people that have been working hard their whole life, giving your bitch ass money over the past almost 10 years to come to your school, and they fall on hard times. You don't want the people that can't actually pay the money that you've been taking and robbing them over the past 10 years. You saying that they're not welcome to the school. But when you be out here over the past 10 years bitching, crying, complaining, doing stupid shit, talking real controversial. This is the same dude that said he will fight Mike Tyson for 5 rounds a couple of years ago. Now, we know that this dude allegedly has been going through some things with that, allegedly. Now, I'm glad that he got situated, because in certain rants and raves and videos that this dude has been going on over the past couple of months and years, he definitely had a drug problem. Allegedly. I'm just gonna leave it there, because that dust and that white girl and that Tony Montana will make you do something strange and just make you come out here saying something that you don't need to be saying. Now, he's saying that, yeah, there are other schools in Black America he recommends parents to send their child to if a curriculum of freedom, self-sufficiency, and liberation is not a cause worth investing in. Now, it's not a cause worth investing in Dr. Kubar Vasquez, because let's just keep it real, man. This shit is not happening. This school is not going to be open. He got all these grades to be served. 2024 to 2025 grades 2 through 4, 2025 through 26 grades 1 through 5, 2026 through 27 grades K through 6, 2027 through 2028 grades K through 7th grade. In the last couple of years is 2028 to 2029 grades pre-K to 8th grade, includes daycare, imaginary daycare. High school grads will be added once per year starting in 2030. I'm not going to be reading all this crap. Yeah, just a lot of word salad. It's a lot of stuff that he got in this page that I was going to that's not going to happen. I'm just going to leave it at that, man, because the Prince of Pan-Africanism and the Prince of Syrup and Pancakes, he talk a good game when it comes to him being the King Kong consciousness, Pan-Africanist, king of the green, black, and red, and the king of melted butter and grits. But he ain't really doing nothing, let alone putting the money that people have been giving him over the past couple of years to work. He has been giving, allegedly, $5 million in donations over a 9-year span. Now, if you got $5 million and you trying to open a school, and you ain't trying to get nobody else to help, the give, you ain't trying to listen to nobody that want to help you. They trying to give you help, trying to give you the resources to make this dream happen. If you can't put your pride aside and put your ego aside to actually get help from these other people, then you don't need to be having that money, man. You need charges brought up. You need charges brought up on you, man. Dr. Umar Johnson, aka Dr. Cubar Vasquez, need fraud charges brought up on him, man. And I just want to say, shout out to the OG Pharaoh said that, because he did a 5-hour video on this clown talking about Dr. Cubar Vasquez and the things that he was saying about rappers that are not even paying attention to him, widows that are not even paying attention to him, and people who has more resources, more knowledge, and more skills to actually do something, not only in the Black American community, but through all Black communities that actually want to see something better for people. They actually can put their money where their mouth is, let alone you putting sausages in your mouth, let alone you drinking expired mayonnaise out the damn jar. They can actually put their work at where it needs to be, which is helping these kids. If you want to build the school, you should have had the help. You should have had the people on your team that actually make the dream happen. You think Frederick Douglass, if he was alive today, will be proud of what you have become, Dr. Cubar Vasquez? You think Marcus Garvey would have been proud of having his name on a school that ain't happening, that ain't been open in the first year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year, sixth year, seventh year, eighth year, ninth year, in September 3rd, 2024, it will be almost 10 years since this nigga has said he wanted to open the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey School of Buck Dancers. So it's just crazy. He's talking shit about the late great Kobe Bryant. He's talking shit about this man's wife. He's saying that Vanessa Bryant is accused of failing to support the Black community with the basketball star $600 million fortune. Now, he said this on Joe Budden on one of Joe Budden's podcasts. He was on here talking shit about Eminem. He was on here talking shit about Kobe Bryant's wife. And he's just been over here talking shit about what the Black American community has it done in the Black American community. But he's the same nigga that said if you give Black Americans reparations, they ain't gonna do nothing but spend it. This is a debt that's owed to my people. My people have fought and died for this country. Now, for you to be talking about what Black Americans need, what Black Americans don't need, which is reparations, and you talking about what we gonna do when we get our reparations, it ain't your damn authorization, let alone your fucking problem to be worrying about what Black people gonna do with they goddamn money. What you gonna do with the $5 million that you got in donations and haven't opened a damn school yet? You haven't did nothing with the damn school. That school is still looking like a crack house, still looking like a trap spot in East Atlanta. And you talking about what Black Americans gonna do with our reparations money? First of all, you ain't even qualified to be talking about what Black Americans is gonna be doing with their money. Black Americans have been known to be budget cutters, have been known to make a dollar out of 15 cents. When you give us chicken shit, we make it into chicken salad. When you give us lemons, we make it into lemonade. When you give us a garbage can beat, we make it into a classic hit. So you don't need to be talking about what Black Americans need to be doing with our reparations money. Everybody else can get their money, but I don't see you talking to the Jews about their money when they got from the Holocaust. I don't see you talking about the Japanese when they got their money from the internment camps they was in World War II. I don't see you talking to the Native Americans that keep getting money. I don't see you talking about the illegal aliens who are swarming this goddamn country, taking all the resources, taking up all the jobs. You ain't saying nothing about that, but you want about Black Americans getting reparations and blowing it. Nigga, when reparations happen for Black Americans, it ain't your damn job to be worrying about the next man and his damn money. You pocket watching Kobe Bryant's wife's money. You pocket watching Eminem's money. You pocket watching everybody else's money, but you ain't pocket watching your own money. The money that ain't even yours. You pocket watching the money that you supposed to be putting back into the Black American community. And you want to talk about you so bold, you so green, black, and red, you so down for the cause. If you so down for the cause, nigga, open the damn school already, man, or give the folks money back. And give the folks money back. This don't make no sense. I can't take this nigga seriously. This the same dude who was getting twerked on by Sukiana, whose coochie might smell like old mildew and expired Twizzlers. Like, you can't take this dude seriously. If you can't be the King Kong of consciousness, your mind should have told you that Sukiana is an unstable creature. This the same dude that will give Sexy Red a smack on the booty. I wouldn't be surprised if he'll do some shit like that, man. Everybody knows that Sexy Red is a mixture of Young Thug and Danny Glover mixed with a polymerization card from Yu-Gi-Oh! There is an unstable creature right there. But you out here getting twerked on by stank breath Nigerian tethers like Sukiana? Like, come on now. You can't do nothing with that. That's ghetto gagger central right there. You getting twerked on by a ghetto gagger known as Sukiana? Like, come on now. You supposed to have standards about yourself. You supposed to be a righteous brother, Dr. Kubar Vasquez. You supposed to be about that life. You haven't been about that life for the past 10 plus years because you haven't opened the school. You haven't lived up to the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey name. You haven't lived up to the real Black American people talking about what the fuck they need to do with the money. I get sick and tired of hoe ass niggas like this in the Black community talking shit about what they gonna do when they get some money, what they gonna do when they ain't gonna get no money. When you get some money and you saying you gonna do something that's gonna be right, but 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, 9 years, 10 fucking years have passed. This nigga still hasn't opened the goddamn school, but he worrying about Kobe Bryant's wife not donating to HBCUs. What's up, Rayshawn? How you doing, man? I don't know if it is that you, Mike. If that's you, homie, salute to you, man. I still gotta look up the Rats of Shangri-La vinyl. I still haven't forgot about you, man. I'm gonna see if I can get you a copy of it. If that's you in the chat, bro. Salute, man. Keep doing your thing. This dude is a social media personality. He's not a revolutionary. He's not about that life. He's not no Malcolm X. He's not no Martin Luther King. He's not no Rosa Parks. You're none of those people, man. You could never be none of those people, man. You talking about how black you are, man. But you ain't doing nothing for the community that you trying to fight for. If you gonna be about that life, bro. You can say whatever you want about Eminem. But I'm gonna just say this right now. He put on more black people than Dr. Umar Johnson has put on throughout his whole career. Since I've been hearing this dude name, I haven't seen him put no knowledge in this one black person. I haven't seen him give any money to one black person, let alone a black community, let alone doing anything for the Black American community except babbling. Yeah, he's knowledgeable. I give him his props. He's smart. He can actually be an asset if he get his mind right. If he stop being a hater, if he stop being a pocket watcher, if he stop not living up to, I don't know, he just ain't living up to his potential because he's clearly out here not finishing the task that he has been. He hasn't done nothing. Like it's crazy, bro. Yep, Dr. Umar Johnson, whose views on homosexuality and interracial relationships has caused controversy in the past. He has accused Kobe Bryant's wife Vanessa of not using the wealth to support the black community. You haven't used the $5 million that the black community gave you to open the school. You worrying about this man's wife not doing what is right for the HBCUs. But you haven't done right by the Black American community by not opening the school. It don't make no sense. In one ear, right out the other. Look at the pot calling the kettle black for all my people that live down south. Look at the pot calling the kettle black. He went on the Joe Budden podcast. He said Kobe Bryant died. Vanessa inherited his wealth, and guess what? Vanessa Bryant is using? Is she using any of that money? Any of that black man's money to do anything in a black community? Absolutely fucking not. That's how he knows that he applies, because he is a public figure. Just because he's a public figure, let me say this now. I know people that got a lot of money that don't want to be seen. They do stuff behind the scenes. Just because you don't hear about it don't mean that it's not being done. It's like if I have $1 million and I want to do something for the kids in my community, the black kids in my community, I just be out here behind the scenes just doing the best I can to help these kids. I just don't want to be out there and have the cameras all on my face doing everything, because everybody don't need to know what I'm doing with my money, let alone how much money I got. You got $5 million and you said you was going to open the school and you haven't opened it yet, but you talking all this black empowerment, King Kong consciousness, Pan-Africanism shit. You talking about Black Americans need to get back in tune with Africa. If that's the case, you need to get in tune with Africa by moving the fuck over there. You just need to give the folks back their money, quit while you ahead, leave with your tail tucked between your legs, and take your ass to Africa and see if you can help the Africans get on that Pan-Africanism shit. Because they definitely need your help over there in the motherland. Because Africa is torn up. Africa is a war-torn country. You got the Chinese eating off Africans. You got the French eating off Africans. You got the Belgians eating off Africans. You got the Arabs eating off Africans. I shouldn't have to go to a third world country and see Black people living like that. But you have Chinese people hitting them upside the head. You got them building white Jesus statues. You putting the positive factors on what Africa can be and what Africa can look like. But when it comes to Black American people, you keep saying that if we get reparations, y'all niggas just gonna spend it. It'll be better off if y'all don't get reparations. I don't give a fuck what you say, sir. If I want to spend all my money on Glocks, if I want to spend all my money on big booty strippers at Magic City, if I want to spend all my money on every motherfucking Insane Clown Posse, Twisted, ABK, Axe Murder Boys album that ever came out, if I want to spend all my money on every Esham album, every Nodis album, every Mastermind album, every album that I ever wanted in my CD vinyl cassette tape collection, I can do that because it's old to me, man. This don't make no sense how this dude just be having his business stuck up in everybody else's business, but he can't even smell the own shit that coming out of his ass, let alone him not doing anything positive, like opening the school and actually finishing the job that he has done. It's like you. Let me just be quiet because it's so many things that I can say about this dude, man. He's just a damn coward. He ain't living up to the task that he put on himself. He's out here trying to get it by any means necessary because he know ain't nobody going for that Pan-Africanism shit no more, man. That shit don't work. Black Americans don't want to hear about no Pan-Africanism shit, man. We got enough problems dealing with sickle cell, senile ass motherfuckers that president, spoiled, stank booty, curry goat vice presidents, and just unstable creatures in the political party, in everyday life. We worrying about school shootings. We worrying about people going crazy. Nigga, I'm worried about when GTA 6 gonna come out. But you got this dude, Dr. Kubar Vasquez, out here talking shit, not only about rappers, which he don't know nothing about. He talking shit about people's wives, which he don't know nothing about. He's just talking shit about people that ain't paying this nigga no fucking attention. Like, if you're gonna be about Black empowerment, go be about Black empowerment. You shouldn't let anything distract you from your goal and the task that you put upon you. Like, if you ain't gonna be about nothing, just don't be about nothing. But if you're trying to be something and still bullshit at the same time, it's not gonna work. It don't work. You can't be smart and still be talking bullshit at the same time. That shit don't go hand in hand. It don't go hand in hand. It really don't. Lord. He just put his energy in the wrong place. Every time he put his energy in the wrong place at the wrong time. This dude hasn't brought up your name. You ain't heard Eminem say nothing about Dr. Umar Johnson, let alone even say anything close to even having this dude in his peripheral vision. Like, he just bringing up shit that don't have nothing to do with him. Like, I don't know, man. It's just crazy. He's saying that non-African people, he's saying non-African people can't be the best of anything African. He said non-white people can't be the best. They can't be the best. They can't be the best of anything African. Black activists discredit the Not Afraid rappers' GOAT status. No non-African can be the best of anything African. Now, let me correct you, sir. Black Americans and Africans are two different people. The first people who came to the Americas, the small percentage of Africans, I say this all the time in my video, the small percentage of Africans that came to the Americas mixed in with the Black Aboriginal people that was already here. They mixed with each other. So generations after generations, they got stripped of their Africanism. They got stripped of being African. Those are not Africans anymore. Yeah, you might have some genetics of African people, but you don't hear him talking about the Afro Latinos. You don't hear him talking about the Afro Mexicans. You don't hear him talking about the Caribbeans like that. He always have Black Americans' names in their mouth in a negative manner most of the time. He don't never say nothing about them people in South America, Central America, Mexico. He don't even say nothing about the Black Europeans like that, let alone the Black Asians. He always have Black Americans' names in their mouth in a negative manner. He don't never say nothing about them. Black Americans are not African. It's just that damn simple. We are a whole different sector under the black race. Black Americans are different than Africans. Africans are different than Jamaicans. Jamaicans are different than Cubans. Cubans are different than Black Puerto Ricans. Yeah, most of them are black, but they're different. They have different sectors: Caribbean, African, Black American. It's just that damn simple. Like, I don't get how this dude cannot understand that, and he's supposed to be such a Pan-Africanist, and he's supposed to be so in tune with Black history, let alone the history in Africa. Because a lot of Africans don't even know their true history of certain countries in Africa, because tribalism has been mixed in with different places in Africa, different sectors. It's so tribalistic over there. You got different tribes not calling themselves black. They calling themselves after their tribe. They're not really in tune with their blackness. Most of them aren't. I'm not going to say all of them, because you do have black people in different parts of the world consider themselves black. So for him to be saying stupid shit like this, that non-black people can't be anything great in hip hop, we done seen a lot of people come in this music genre, let alone in other music genres, be better than some black people. It's just that simple. Like, I don't like everything that Eminem does, but I'm not gonna just say he's trash. I give dudes their props when they need their props, man, because let's just be real. When you're a collector of music, I just don't want to listen to niggas all day. I don't want to listen to black music all the time. I want to listen to something that's different from different people. Hell, if I want to listen to Eminem, I'm gonna listen to Eminem. If I want to listen to Jay-Z, I'm gonna listen to Jay-Z. If I want to listen to Daft Punk, I'm gonna listen to Daft Punk. If I want to listen to Zapp and Roger, Rick James, Tina Marie, Bobby Caldwell, who is not black, a white artist, which a lot of black people love. They love this music. What you won't do for love? I didn't even know a white dude was singing that song. I didn't know that until he died. Like, surprise. Hell, y'all didn't know that it was Tina Marie who was out here singing music like a black woman. They thought it was a black woman when she first came out. That was with Rick James. Square Biz. Like, come on now. It Must Be Magic. Go listen to the Must Be Magic album. Like, and tell me that if she was black, it wouldn't sound different. I don't care how it sounds. If she's white, the music's good. She ain't on no bullshit. I'm gonna listen to it. It's a lot of people that's black that make garbage music, and it's a lot of people that's white that make garbage music. It's trash on both sides. So for him to be saying that non-African people can't be the best in anything white society, I find that very lackluster in certain situations. Yes, we know there's a system of white supremacy that has been a major factor in, black empowerment, not only in the Americas but all over the world, because white supremacy and racism is worldwide. It's just not in America. So for him to be talking stupid like this, it don't make no sense. Ray Sun said the Gorillas. Yeah, the Gorillas. I like Justice. I like that group. I like Purple Disco Machine. I like that. I like ICP. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I ain't like them motherfuckers when they first came out. I thought ICP was fucking trash, in my opinion. I didn't give them a chance. Then one day, I was at work. The first album I ever listened to from Insane Clown Posse was that motherfucking Ringmaster. Once I listened to that intro, I said, these motherfuckers are showing me something. Next thing you know, I was getting into their music. I went back to not only the Ringmaster, I kept listening to that over and over again. I went back to their first album. I went back to Riddlebox. I went back to The Great Malenko. I went back to Hell's Pit. I went back through a lot of this shit. Then I got in tune with Twisted. From Twisted, ABK, Anybody Killer. From ABK, motherfucking Nodis, Esham. I got into all types of music that black artists which I knew never did. Then I got into white music. Hell, I like Justin Timberlake. Kill me. Oh, you a black man. You don't supposed to be listening to this shit. Shut up. You got white people listening to black music, and you got black people listening to white music. Music is music. If you got the skills, I'm gonna listen to it. I just don't want to listen to black music all day. Just like white people don't want to listen to white music all day. Hell, I like Selena. I like Selena music. I'm gonna listen to that Mariah Carey, who's black and white. You think I'm just not gonna listen to her music because he's half white, half black? No, I'm gonna listen to the shit. Like it don't make no sense, bro. You saying that black people can't be great in things that white people be doing. So you saying Tiger Woods can't be great in golf, which is a high percentage of white people in it. It's like saying Serena Williams can't be great in tennis, even though she's married to a white man, but she still got the skills to play tennis. Black people can be great in anything that they put their mind to, and certain white people can be great in certain things if they put their mind to it. If they're not cheating or bullshitting in bullshit, you know. By his logic, Michael Jordan or LeBron shouldn't be in consideration for one of the greatest because basketball was started by white people. Yeah, thank you, Sir Duke, for that, man. Y'all put y'all thoughts in the chat. Ray Sean said the Jets, Tiffany. I got Tiffany's Let me look up this album by Tiffany because I love her music, man. I love Tiffany's music. I'm glad you brought her up. Debbie Gibson, Tina Marie, Madonna in her prime. Taylor Dan, I listen to artists outside of my race. Music is universal. There is no colors. Yes, I'm glad you brought that up, Rayshawn. The disco genre, that's universal. You think that black people was only revolutionizing disco music? Y'all got me stuttering and sounding like Roland Martin's fat ass. Y'all gonna have to forgive me. Sorry. You got the Bee Gees, Donna Summer. You have those type of artists who come from two different backgrounds. Hell, you had Kiss doing disco music. I was made to love you, baby. Give you it enough for me. Come on now. You had different people putting disco music in their music, man. Throughout the late 70s, early to mid 80s. So is disco music just a white genre of music? No, it's not. It's universal. Anybody can do disco as long as they put their heart and minds into it. It don't make no sense, man. How this dude just come off just he come off as a hater, man, and it's just crazy, bro. He comes off as a hater all the time. Following his hateful comments, hip-hop fans flock to social media in support of Eminem. An insult to every black person. The staunch Pan-Africanist condemned white people's participation in black culture. Eminem has all the privileges of a white male and all the privileges of being in the hip-hop community. So we got to be careful about letting non-Africans, I'm going to X that out, non-blacks into our community, Johnson said. Well, we're going to have to excommunicado. I'm saying this right now. We need to excommunicado Dr. Umar Johnson away from the black American community. Until he built that damn school, I don't want to hear you talking about nothing. I don't want to hear you talking about doing no lectures. I don't want to hear you talking about even passing gas in public. If you ain't talking about what you're going to do to build this school and finally open it after 10 years, you need to shut the fuck up and be quiet and give everybody their money back, or you need to be in jail on fraud charges. Because if you out here getting donations in a total of $5 million and you can't open a school when you have people in the black American community who specialize in installation of bathrooms, who specialize in teaching students, who have experience doing that, different sectors of which a school needs to be open and needs to be maintained. You want to get the big head and you want to say that you want to do it all about you want to be all about yourself and do it on your own. It don't make no sense. How you gonna just slap the hamburger hand away from you when they give you a handout and they trying to help you? You passing these people up saying that you want to do it by yourself. Who's the people behind you that actually want to help you build the school, who actually want to get the school open? It's been 10 years. This nigga, Dr. Umar Johnson, is a lone wolf. You don't see nobody of any significance in the black American community taking up for this dude. If they are, they're damn stupid. It don't make no sense. Yes, DeBarge and Evelyn Champagne King have done great R&B slash soul post-disco music. Yeah, man, DeBarge really been out here doing really good music. Evelyn Champagne King, I'm in Love, Get Loose album, 1982. Her 1983 album, which is underrated. I forgot what it's called because it got that "Let's Get Crazy" track on there. That instrumental is fucking crazy. I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna look up her album because I got it in my collection. I got so many copies of it because I really love it. Delaware of all places. Yeah, Mike Lewis. Thank you, bro. Y'all keep putting the comments in the comment section, man. Let me look up Evelyn Champagne King's album. Let me see. Face to Face, the Face to Face album from 1983. Yeah, that's a post disco era. Donna Summer, She Works Hard for the Money album. Donna Summer self titled. I'm a Rainbow, which was supposed to come out in 1981, but it got shelved. That's the post disco era. So there's a lot of good artists that y'all putting in the comment section that was still doing, that type of music. So yeah, man, I listen to all type of music, universal. I don't give a fuck what color you are, as long as you doing something good and you putting your heart into music, and you ain't out here saying no bullshit. Yeah, I know everybody want to bring up the whole shit with Eminem saying that shit back in the day, but if you can change as a person and change as a man, all I can do is just give you props and salute. Eminem has put on more Black American people in hip hop, let alone in other music genres, than Dr. Umar Johnson have put on to his era and to his teachings of Pan-Africanism. Like Eminem put on D12, Slaughterhouse, Royce the 5'9", 50 Cent, G Unit, Lloyd Banks, Young Buck when he was not crazy and going off that dope, Tony Yayo, The Game, Dr. Dre. A lot of people, man. It's a circle. It's a tree branch. Branches going all into different sectors and different places. So name me 5 people has Dr. Umar Johnson put on, and I can name you over 5 people that Eminem has put on within the Black American community. Like, it don't make no sense, man. I'm not saying that I agree with everything that Em's done throughout his whole life, and I definitely don't agree with a lot of shit that Dr. Umar Johnson has done, but we done heard this shit before. This shit goes in one end, right out the other. We heard this shit from Melly Mel. You see how that shit backfired on his ass. He came out with an apology. We heard this shit from Lord Jamar a couple of months ago. We've been hearing this shit for the longest throughout this man's whole career. Damn if he do, damn if I don't. Hell, I like Logic's music. What you gonna do about it? He's half white, half black. I like his music. I can't listen to his music because he's white. Just because I'm a Black American man, I can't listen to his music. It's like me saying I can't wear white Air Force Ones because they white. You want me to just wear the black pairs? I just supposed to be out here like I'm finna do a stick up in some black Air Force Ones. I can't wear no white shoes. I can't drink white milk since it's white. Since you hate everything's white. Now, when it comes to the interracial relationships in certain situations, I agree with that because sometimes us in the Black American community, they use interracial relationships to at least get ahead, or they have a bad history in certain situations that leads them to different things. They might have grew up in different environments away from, black people. So when it comes to interracial relationships, I'm just give y'all my thoughts and perspectives. I don't date white women. I'm gonna just say that. I just can't do it. It's just not into me. I need somebody who actually can see the world the way I can. I can't really get that with a white woman. Now I date a black woman of any type, Caribbean, African. If she act right, I could date any black melanated woman in this world as long as we can build something together, and as long as she understand that under the system of white supremacy, black people, let alone the black race, is always in constant danger. Like, if you can't see that, then we can't be together. Hell, I can even date an Afro Latino. Like, it don't really bother me. It might bother some other people like Dr. Umar Johnson, but it really don't bother me. In certain situations with me, yeah, I can't date no white woman. Never have, never will. But yeah. Hell, Amy Winehouse has also done a lot of R&B slash neo soul slash white soul music. SZA is a dope artist. SZA is a dope trap slash alternative R&B artist, and she have done songs that songs that I love. Kill Bill, Seek and Destroy, Snooze, F2F. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. Rest in peace to the late great Amy Winehouse. He really had a a powerful soul in her music that, a lot of black people listen to, so just because he's a white woman don't mean I'm not going to listen to her music. You think I'm not going to listen to Tina Marie music? You think I'm not going to listen to Madonna's music? Hell, nigga, I listen to some Vanilla Ice music. Yeah, I said it. Vanilla Ice paid his position in the hip hop game. He went to a crowd that was fucking with his music. Eminem got a crowd of people who fucks with his music. That's all around the world. That's white, black, Hispanic, Asian. It's not his fault that he's selling millions and millions of records. You got a large percentage of white people in America that fucks with his music. So he's going to sell the most records. You got a percentage of black people that fucks with everybody else's music. They're going to sell more records in certain perspectives and in certain areas that Eminem might not can go to. And I can respect that. A lot of these dudes don't have street credibility in their music, but they still selling their music, millions of copies of their music, millions of copies of their albums, and millions of copies of different things in their music. So I don't know. I don't get that shit. But yeah, let me get back on Dr. Cuba Vasquez. Then I'm gonna wrap it up because we almost been on for an hour. I want to thank y'all for coming into the building. Thank you, Ray Sean, Mike Lewis. Shout out to my boy Mike Sears, formerly of the Speaking Clout podcast. Go subscribe to his new channel, Jug Talk. I think it's still the same channel, but go subscribe to my boy, that Juggalo Talk. Shout out to Q Smooth. Shout out to Yusik Knight. Shout out to my boy LB. Go subscribe to his channel, the political and sports channel of LB. Yeah, you gonna have to explain that a little bit more, Mike Lewis, Delaware of all places. I thought he would have really opened it in Pennsylvania since he's from the Philadelphia area. I think that would have been a better location since they got a good black population. I mean, but I don't know. I guess he know what he's doing since he's been out here, babbling for the past 10 years. Taking to X formerly Twitter expressed their resentment over Johnson's for racially dividing hip hop. Many have pointed out black people's participation in historically white activities. A user said, "This is like saying no black guy could ever be to go to basketball because a white dude from Canada invented the sport." Yeah, one of y'all just brought that up too, Sir Duke. You brought that up earlier, so shout out to you. I'm glad you brought that up. You had somebody on Twitter say the same thing too. Daily Loud reported Dr. Umar Johnson says Eminem could never be considered the GOAT at rap because he's white. It's an insult to every black person. Look, I'm gonna just say this right now. There's not only one GOAT in hip hop. There's numerous amount of GOATs in hip hop. There's numerous amount of solid rappers, numerous amounts of great rappers, and numerous amounts of garbage can ass average rappers. There's plenty of GOATs in hip hop. Nas, Jay-Z, DMX, Biggie Smalls, Big Pun, Eminem, Logic. I think he a GOAT. Kendrick Lamar, Pusha T, Ice Cube, Ice-T, Drew Down, Bay Area represent, Spice One. Those are a lot of GOATs. Eric B. and Rakim, Run DMC, LL Cool J. It's plenty GOATs in hip hop, not just one greatest of all time. Tupac Shakur, Eazy-E. A lot of GOATs in hip hop. LL Cool J, if I haven't said him already. JJ Fad, Rick Ross. It's a lot of GOATs in hip hop that do their thing in the music. You might not agree with it, but there's different levels to the shit. You're gonna have some GOATs, then you're gonna have some underrated artists, then you're gonna have some solid artists, then you're gonna have some garbage can artists. It's a pecking order to this shit. So, we done heard this before. Over the past couple of years. We've been hearing this numerous amounts of times. Dr. Umar Johnson is just another statistic in this whole line of not liking white artists and not liking a lot of people, let alone white people. I was saying that Biden County allegedly at least try to open the school in Philly or somewhere with people that look like him. Yeah, I just said that. It would have been better off if he opened the school in the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area. At least open the school in a highly black populated area so you can get people who actually want to go to the school. But I'm gonna just say this right now. No, nobody go to this nigga school because it's not gonna be open. I can find Where's Waldo in a damn picture in the funny papers faster than I can find the opening or the cutting of the ribbon from the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey School of Kufis, because this school ain't never gonna be open. He said the school is gonna be open allegedly September 3rd, 2024. So y'all just mark y'all calendars for September 3rd, 2024 for the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey School of, I don't even want to say the last name because this dude don't make no sense. You don't need no respect. I'm gonna shit on this dude's name every time his name is brought up, man, because it don't make no sense. First of all, people go back and forth with this dude. He say some good shit one day, then the next day he say some dumb shit. Then y'all back on this dude's dick when he say some good shit. Then he goes out of bounds and say some dumb shit. Like it's the yin yang syndrome. Sometimes he's good, sometimes he's bad. It's just like Kanye West. He say some good shit sometimes, then he just go off the rail and just start talking shit. Like it don't make no damn sense. We already know what Dr. Umar Johnson is about. He's a $2 Pan-Africanist. He's a snake oil salesman. He's a pulpit preacher. He's a pulpit Pan-Africanist pimp preaching ass nigga that ain't gonna never do nothing for the Black American community. He ain't gonna do nothing for his Cuban heritage, and he ain't gonna do nothing to be the truly king of consciousness, king of Pan-Africanism, prince of Zamunda, prince of pancakes, king of biscuits, prince of Zumba juice, prince of I can't believe it's not butter, king of Salatsky sandwiches. He ain't gonna do none of that. He always gonna be an unstable creature out here teaching the false teachings of Pan-Africanism and still be out here talking that stupid shit, but not backing up the words that is coming out of his mouth. Yeah, you might see the words going into his mouth like he eating a plate of pancakes at IHOP, because you know big fat niggas like that whose weight is overbalanced and his credit score is below that, they always gonna be out here talking stupid. Yet another fan said this is dumb because with this logic, you can't call Tiger Woods the GOAT at golf because he's not white, or Serena Williams the GOAT at tennis because he's not white. Yeah, you got people tearing this nigga up on Twitter, formerly known as X/Twitter. Reverse that, formerly known as Twitter, known as X now. One more user wrote, too much Eminem slander on the timeline. The guy never boasted, always humble, always shows love for the culture, and always gives black man. Will go down as one of the GOATs ever. Can't argue with your cat. Too much Wait, sorry about that. It done went away from the page. Yeah, there would have been a better idea for him to open the school in the Pennsylvania area, or a school or area that's highly populated. You always see this dude give his props at these award shows, man. Too much Eminem slander on the timeline. This guy never boasts, always humble, always shows love for the culture, and always gives back, man. Will go down as one of the GOATs ever. Can't argue with your cat. He even gave his props to a majority of black artists at his Rock and Roll Hall of Fame introduction. I don't see Dr. Umar Johnson giving props to, black people in the community that actually trying to help this dude. Like, it don't make no sense. He talks shit about Tariq Nasheed all the time, always giving him slack. You might not agree with everything Tariq do, but at least he opened his museum in Los Angeles. He actually doing something, running events in the community, trying to give black people a good history, not only within the black American culture when it comes to our food, our music, our long history of fighting white supremacy. He actually doing something. He actually living that life. But niggas like Dr. Umar Johnson, they can never live that life. They can never be a man who stand on their tippy toes, let alone be about their life. They just out here talking shit, talking stupid. I just get tired. I just get tired of $5 dudes like this, man. You can't take these dudes seriously. That's why I shit on this dude. That's why homies like my brother LB. That's why dudes like my brother Pharaoh said that. Matter of fact, I gotta put this video in the chat for y'all. Go check out Pharaoh said that. Go subscribe to his channel, the Double OG out of the Windy City of Chicago. He did a video on this whole ass nigga, Dr. Kubar Vasquez, aka Jermaine Shoemaker. Yeah, that's his real name. His real name is not Dr. Umar Johnson. His slave name, his real name that his parents gave him is Jermaine. Blame it on Jermaine. Jermaine Shoemaker. So Jermaine Shoemaker, Mr. Shoemaker, needs to get on this job and open this damn school already. Since he been out here talking shit over the past 10 years, ain't building nothing, ain't trying to be about nothing, and ain't trying to get the school open so he can teach these kids. So that just goes to show you that this $5 Pan-Africanist, this $2 tether, this unstable creature, also known as Cubar Vasquez. Shout out to Black Alpha Network for giving us that. He the one gets the props for that. Cubar Vasquez, aka Mr. Cubano, aka Mr. Papi Chulo. You know, he's out here just trying to teach the false teachings of Pan-Africanism. Yeah, I'm finna put the link in the chat room for y'all. Then I'm gonna just give my final thoughts. Then I'm gonna just get up out of here. I want to thank y'all for staying in the building too, man. Leaving comments in the chat. I think this is the most people I ever had in one of my live streams that I know. I just want to thank y'all for the bottom of my heart for staying in the building and hanging out with your boy, cause I just wanted to let this simmer for a little while, because everybody else was talking about everybody and their mama was talking about this situation with Dr. Cubar Vasquez, aka Mr. Cubano, aka Mr. I ain't never seen a bag of potato chips that I wanted to put down. I ain't never seen a KFC bucket of chicken that I didn't want to eat. AKA I beat Roland Martin's fat ass at the Golden Corral to the fried chicken, and we got to fighting over the last piece of turkey breast on the plate. So I had to give my thoughts and perspective about this unstable creature, this $2 Pan-Africanist, this fucking fraud, this coward, and this coward and this fraudulent flagrant. I almost said something. I was about to call him a triple F, a fraudulent fraud faker. I'm gonna just call him that, a triple F. He's a fraudulent fraud faker. And he definitely need fraud charges on him. He definitely need to be charged for taking the money and not building that school. So yeah. But yeah, I'm going to end the video in about at least 5 more minutes. I just want to say thank y'all for coming into the building. And here's the video right here. Go subscribe to Pharaoh Said That. It says that the false prophet cheeky baby pimp Dr. Umar Johnson facing backlash. Go subscribe to not only Pharaoh Said That, but my boy, the sports and political channel of LB. I think this is the link right here, because I hope I didn't copy and paste LB's video again to chat. But if I did, I'm gonna just put it back into the chat of the OG Pharaoh Said That video. We done heard this shit. It's like the 3rd or 4th person that done brought this shit up this year about Eminem. First it was The Game. He dropped that garbage ass diss song, Dick Riding Eminem, trying to sound like him, trying to rap like him, trying to be like him. That failed. The Game been ghost over the past couple of months. He dropped that garbage ass album. He's been Sub-Zero frozen out here for the past couple of months. The second strike, you had this old ass nigga Melly Mel, who is an originator of hip hop, who is a legend in my opinion, who is he played his position at a time where hip hop was still on his it was still in his baby form. They couldn't walk yet. So he was there in like the first generation of hip hop. He came out talking stupid about Eminem. He came out talking stupid about other Black American artists. He was talking shit about Method Man. You talking shit about Method Man or the Wu-Tang Clan? He put that garbage ass diss track out about Eminem, which got shitted on by everybody on the mainstream media, got shitted on by everybody who actually have any sense of what good music sound like on these YouTube streets. He had to apologize to Eminem for just falsifying the thoughts and the perspective that you could actually be an artist like Eminem, let alone a guy like Jay-Z, a guy like Pusha T. You couldn't even beat Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne to slaughter you, boy. Jadakiss to slaughter you. Drag on will definitely slaughter your ass. Fabulous will slaughter your ass. Hell, if Young Buck get off that cocaine, he'll slaughter your ass. So Tony Yayo slaughter Melly Mel's ass right about now, man. So that was strike 2. The whole situation with Melly Mel and Eminem. On strike 3, you got Dr. Cubar Vasquez, aka Cubano Sandwich, coming out here talking shit about Eminem. So this don't make no sense, man. I didn't make this video about him going back and forth with M. I just made this video about Dr. Cubar Vasquez, aka Cubano Sandwich, out here talking all this shit about what other people need to do at HBCUs, what other people need to do in the Black American community, but he hasn't done nothing in the Black American community but except run his fucking mouth, talk shit, not be about that life, and not open that damn school. So the moral of the story is, Dr. Umar Johnson, King Kong Consciousness, shut the fuck up and be quiet and be about that life and open the damn school, or give the damn money back to the people that you took the money from in donations and go on about your damn business, because people definitely need to see you, man, about that money that you took and ain't lived up to the task that you was sent out to do. You said you wanted to open the damn school. Open the damn school. You said you wanted to be about that life and teach these damn kids at a school that is for Black kids. Be about that life. If you're gonna be out here trying to teach kids and teach them the right way, and you want to give them an institution, an area where you don't have to worry about white people false teaching our kids, open the damn school up then, nigga. But you can't do that. You's a coward. So that's all I have to say about this. Fuck Dr. Umar Johnson. Fuck King Kong Consciousness. Fuck Pan-Africanists like him. Fuck Pan-Africanism, because it never been shit in the Black American community. And I'm going to just say this right now. Black people have been so in tune with Black people from other places in America, let alone in the country, let alone in the world, that for people to come from third world countries and rub their nose up in our face like they eating shit, talking about Black Americans ain't this, Black Americans ain't that. We have been the most pro-Black, pro-Pan-Africanist, and been teaching and been living by Pan-Africanism since the early late 60s, the 70s and beyond. But when you have niggas like Dr. Umar Johnson out here not giving your thoughts and perspectives on what people in other countries need to do, but always rubbing his nose up and spraying niggas in the face with this crap, knowing that this shit is coming out of your ass and you ain't putting your money where your mouth at, then I find your thoughts and I find your topics and I find your logic really stupid, and you ain't bringing nothing to the table. So that's all I have to say. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank y'all for coming into the building. Tell me what y'all think about this clown in the comment section. This fraudulent faker, this $2 Pan-Africanist, this unstable creature. And we know this nigga's blood sugar is mixed in with, Jollof paste and expired sugar from a Kroger grocery store. So you can't basically take this dude, you can't take anything this dude say in a positive manner. You always got to look at this nigga with the scrunched up nose like he just farted in your face or something. And you definitely got to spray this nigga like a cat with Febreze and just get him out your way, man. I'm like Derrick Henry. I'm trying to stiff on this nigga away from my area. So when you got dudes like this out here just talking shit, ain't bringing nothing to the table, ain't trying to build nothing, just going to get this dude out of the way. Yeah, Ray Sean, he definitely needs a reality check, and I think he's gonna get it in the next coming weeks, next coming months, and next coming year. So I'm just gonna say it like that. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Tell me what y'all thought about this clown, Dr. Cubar Vasquez, aka the Prince of Pancakes, aka the Prince of I Can't Believe It's Not Butter, aka King Kong Unconsciousness, aka Mr. Green, Black, and Red on a Tuesday. Then next thing you know, he's talking about donations. You ain't getting no more gifts. You ain't getting no more gift cards. You ain't getting no more donations. You ain't getting no more Popeye's chicken coupons. You ain't getting no more 75% off Jollof paste at the local Pan-Africanism store. You ain't getting no more of that, sir. Until you build this damn school, I don't want to hear you in interviews. I don't want to hear you doing no lectures to pay your damn light bill. I don't want to see you getting anything positive in the Black American community until you build this school. Until then, just shut the fuck up and be quiet and get out the way. Cause you ain't trying to build nothing for Black Americans. You just trying to fatten your pockets just like your cheekbones are. You trying to fatten your pockets like the back of your neck is, looking like a pack of busted hot dogs. You just trying to fatten your pockets just like your weight. Unbalanced and flabby and unstructured. So that's all I have to say about this dude. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Tell me what y'all think about this clown in the comment section. And give me some videos and some clips in the comment section on him just saying some stupid shit so I can just put in my archives so I can just keep as ammunition. So if that I almost said something. If that big-headed bastard ever run up and talk something stupid about somebody who's actually doing something in the community, we'll always have this as information and always have this as extra ammo to bring to the table when he want to have lectures about people. You ain't out here doing real work like Dr. Francis Killis Welding was doing. You weren't out here doing real work like Marcel Dixon down there in South Carolina is trying to do. You ain't out there trying to do stuff like Tariq Nasheed, Jason Black, Professor Black Truth, Afro Elite, Black Alpha Network, Beatzilla. You ain't out here trying to do work like Kid Gravity, my brother LB, the political and sports channel of LB, my homie Reg, That Ain't Rap Podcast, Mike's Movie Corner and Rants, Pharaoh Speaks, Over the Top Impressions 2, Miss Analytical, the Big Yellow Rebel. You ain't out here trying to do real work in different sectors, not only on YouTube but in real life. They're trying to teach our people what's going on and what's not going on within our community. Who's doing right and who's doing wrong. We might not agree with everything in certain situations and certain topics, but we know what it is when it comes to Black empowerment and for the Black struggle to be liberated and for us to fight for our reparations. If any motherfucker like Dr. Umar Johnson gonna be out here talking about Black Americans don't need reparations, I'm saying fuck you, kiss my black ass, and you don't need to be talking about Black American business. You need to take your ass to Africa and talk about African business, talk about Caribbean business, talk about Black European business, talk about anybody else's business except Black Americans business. You just need to sit down, drink you a tall glass and shut the fuck up, and I'm gonna do like Martin and just slam the door on your ass. You need to get to stepping, and I'm gonna do like finger snap. I'm gonna do like Denzel Washington and just close the door on your ass. We need to close the door on Dr. Cubano, Dr. Cubar Vasquez. He need to get the hell up out of here. He need to be ran out of the damn building like he's running away from a salad at a Kroger's. He need to be ran out of the damn McDonald's like the ice cream machine had been broke down. He just had the last ice cream cone known to earth. He need to be ran out of a damn Chuck E. Cheese because this nigga is a big rat, fat, infested, stank breath, Jollof paste eating, Philly beard, cheese steak, cheese dribbling, Snorlax body built individual. You just need to get out the paint, man, because you ain't doing nothing. But yeah, let me go and end this video, man. Check me out this Saturday, my Georgia Bulldogs versus the Florida State Seminoles in the 2023 Orange Bowl. Sorry about that. In the 2023 Orange Bowl live stream commentary. Check me out at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We're going to be doing live stream commentary about that. Y'all already know what is going to be in that game. My Georgia Bulldogs will bring home the Orange Bowl trophy, rightfully so. So I just want to come ahead and give my thoughts and perspectives about what's been going on with this inspired with this fat sloppy Cuban sandwich known as Dr. Cuba Vasquez. So that's all I have to say. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank y'all for staying into the building. Thank y'all for subscribing to the videos. Thank y'all for thumbs up in the video if you haven't already. And I will see y'all in the next one. Peace out, y'all.